Coming to you live from somewhere in the American Midwest. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday!
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to change that intro because we are obviously no longer in Alaska. In fact, let me show you the view outside my window, which is, and I'll let you guess where we are. And let me read some of your comments here. Hello, Earl Willett. Happy Friday. And day trippers waiting for the Chief Pelican. And oh man, I'm reading a lot of old comments here. Hold on. Connor K. Well, he's early today, making up for leaving early that one time at band camp. In any case, welcome everybody and greetings. We're back, and hopefully there are no trees anywhere around, so Starlink should hold up. MT Mikey, greetings from Montana. Hello, Montana and Montana. The bar is officially open, says the RV DJ. That's my cue. That's my cue to open here the refrigerator and get. And I'm sorry, that, being here in the Midwest, I should have gotten something from like, I don't know, local brewery. But all I could find was this. I mean, this is a good IPA, so that's what we're having today. Oh my goodness. So everybody, cheers. Kelly Valle, hello from Miami, where it is raining. I'm reliably informed by my Waze camera. Hello, TTT, and watching from Louisiana today, from Montreal, and the idea was to visit Montreal on this trip, but we decided to hightail it back east. And MT Mikey, are you in our area? I was very close to your area, but yeah, we kind of have to zoom through. We really want to make it back home by early next week. The idea was to make it back home by this weekend, but it is a big country. JG Jones, thank you for that super chat. Hello from Alabama. Hello, Alabama. We're going to be close to Alabama, actually. Daniel Ruiz, we were supposed to go to Palm Springs this weekend for a week, but canceled yesterday. I think that was a good choice. Stay safe, everyone in Southern California. Yeah, man, you're going to get a hurricane. The first one since like 18 something. Richie Ganoa hello from Vegas again. Robert, hope you're doing well. Doing well, yes. I mean, kind of sad that the trip to Alaska is pretty much over by now, but kind of wanna be static. I mean, we're going to the Hershey RV show, of course, but after that, I think we're gonna stay static for the rest of the year. I have terabytes of video to edit, and I'd like to do that from the comfort of the Flagami studio with my two 4K monitors, and fiber internet, there's the little things like that, that. And I want to compose new music. I already have I want to compose a new tune for each episode of Alaska. Let's see if I can make that happen. Hey, Brandon Stargell, happy Friday, and Sandra Winners, and Rambling Ruben in the house. Happy Friday, fellow Pelican heads, and young Dave, welcome back to the USA. Robert, time cue up the Chuck Berry song, although I prefer Linda Ronstadt's version. Back to the USA. I have to look for that song. Where in the Midwest are you traveling, Robert? I'm sure someone was gonna ask at some point. I'm gonna give you another hint here. It is. I'm in the outskirts of one of my favorite American Midwest cities, and they're famous for their barbecue. Happy Friday, like the red shirt. Thank you, 61 Caddy on Route 66. Winnebago gave it to me. So, yeah. Today was not a very long day of driving, but we've been driving pretty much non-stop. I mean, the only place where we stayed more than one night was Coeur d'Alene, because I had heard so many good things about it, and I had a little mishap with the truck, so I wanted to have it checked, and of course I couldn't get it checked at the Chevy dealer because they have, I took it to one of those, corner tire and brake shops, because first of all I had a vibration in the front end, and the power brakes failed once, then they came back. So I'm like, let's have someone take a look at it, and you know what it was? Mud. I did a tire rotation up in Vancouver, and apparently when the mud was in the rear tires, it didn't really cause much trouble, but the mud in that's what they told me anyways, and the tire shop didn't even want to charge me. So yeah, that's why we spent one extra day in Coeur d'Alene just to get that fixed. By the way, people in Idaho are so nice. Everybody is so super nice. Dean Watkins, we're calling from Cardiff, Wales, and we love your journeys across North America. Safe travels. Thank you so much. And Yahaira Marchetti. Hi, Robertico. Greetings from Miramar. Hugs and kisses to Ili and Mima. For sure, you are in Elkhart, Indiana. Not quite yet. Not quite yet, but we're going. And this time I want to go to that. I want to make an updated video of that Hall of Fame they have there. Marco Himskerk. Hoi Robert, greetings from Marco from the Netherlands, now on road trip in US near Tetons. Oh, the Tetons, man, that's definitely a place to see in the United States. For those of you who said Kansas City, that is correct. And I'm kind of bummed out that I don't, Casey, what do I win? Yeah, Casey, that's it. I don't, I drove through downtown and I'm like, oh, I would like to stay at least one day here because I really like this town. And we did have some barbecue here next door, which was good. It had a little too much sauce, but it was good, Kansas City barbecue. Number 20, Vulcan Cool, home to see the Q Continuum in January. The Q Continuum in January. Live long and prosper, brother. And in January, well, I'm sure we'll meet up sometime this winter. Remin Pasión, happy Friday, Robert and Illy. Happy Friday to you. John Chucker, hello, traveling Robert. How are you doing this blessed day? And how is your trip? So I hope you're having a safe and blessed trip. I'm praying that everything goes good. John Chucker, Waterbury, Connecticut. I mean, considering all the miles we've put on the truck and everything else, I mean, we've come out almost unscathed. I mean, our range is missing a couple of screws, and overall, I mean, it's been good. Yeah. Hello, Natalie Driscoll and Johnny Kite Bartolo. Mud on the inside of the rims. Yeah, that's what they said. Probably from the Dalton Highway. By the way, if anybody knows a way, all the silicone seals on the outside of Minitini, I think they're permanently stained with northern Alaska mud. If anybody knows how to take those, how to, unless I have to like reseal everything, how to clean those. Any product, let me know. Yahaira Marchetti, you're in St. Louis then. Well, St. Louis, we're gonna drive through St. Louis tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, Robert, and everybody from Wichita Falls, Texas. Wichita Falls, Texas. We drove through there once, and we went to. There's so much to see everywhere. Daniel Ruiz, thank you for that super chat. Have you tried Arthur Bryant's? Arthur Bryant's? Nope. Hey, this traveler. Are you popping by Pelicamp on your way to Miami? Absolutely. Pelicamp is like the jungle. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of Pelicamp here live on the fly. I know I have that app here on the. By the way, I don't know what Arthur Bryant's is. No, I'm not going to be able to pull a picture of Pelicamp here. But yeah, I do have to, whip out that old lawnmower and cut some of the brush. Hey, Michelle K. Hey, Nancy Travis. Hello, Rick J. I hear the potatoes are nice in Idaho also. Oh, we ate something in Idaho. I just can't remember what it was now. Sherry Thompson, good afternoon, Southern California. What are you drinking this afternoon? My husband always says he's enjoying an IPA in your honor. Thank you. I mean, actually, this is all I could find at where we were. I'm enjoying an IPA from Northern California. Actually, with Lagunitas. Where's that? Petaluma. Would that be the Bay Area? I guess, right? You know. I don't know if that's quite considered Northern California yet. By the way, for those of you in Southern California, I know you're not used to rain and wind, so stay indoors. It's Tracy's channel, Hershey Show, yes, definitely. Jeffrey De Bartolo, clean very carefully with soft scrub. Let's see if that does it. Otherwise, you know, it does give it a certain character, you know. Hey, Jackie Trujillo, and vinegar and magic eraser will help those stains. If not, barkeeper's friend. Huh, I'm going to write that down. Hey, Earl Woollett. I was tempted to go by Pelican Lake, but we decided not to in the end. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. And Oliver DeVries from Pleasant Hill, California, and Mount Rainier. What is the towing weight of Minitini 4? Oh, GVWR is like, oh man. It's in the website. I forget. It's probably around 4,000, 4,200. I think it's 5,000 GVWR, and then it's. But I'm talking from memory here, so don't pay any attention to me. By the way, Mount Rainier, we got a glimpse of Mount Rainier a couple of days ago. Tap Channel, thank you for that. Coming to you live from Flamenco Beach, Culebra, Puerto Rico. All right, how is it going out there? It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. As you know, it's hot everywhere except Alaska. It was quite pleasant up there. So, Nancy Travis, Robert, when you head back to Florida, be alert to the horrible heat there. My friends back there are cooking in the heat. Oh, we in Idaho, it was over 100. It was like 100 degrees in Idaho and Montana. It was hot. And Jimmy DC, everybody say hello to my mom. Greetings to everyone. Have a nice weekend. A big hug. Love, Mom. Good afternoon, Robert. Listening in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Adi Ada, is Ileana with you? Are you traveling alone? No, she's with me. She's been with me for the past 3 months here in the trailer. Russ Vogel, welcome back. Robert, enjoy following your Alaska trip. We just arrived in Wells, Maine for a week at Sun Outdoors. Rob on the road. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. And in case I don't see you, good night as well. Anthony Giordano, Arthur Bryant's is one of the fabulous barbecue places in Kansas City. There you go. I didn't know that. I knew about Joe's and the other place that I went to. I went to, I forget the name to the one that I went to, but that's all right. It was one of these. It's a place that has been there since 1972, and it looked like it had been there since 1972. Like, the brisket was good, and the burnt ends were good. The baked beans, all right. Daniel Ruiz, thank you for that super chat. Arthur Bryant's is one of the original Kansas City barbecue places. Frank Sinatra used to have his jet fly in to get bring it to Vegas. There you go. Well, the next time we come to Kansas City, we definitely have to go there. But today, as you know, is just a quick layover here. And the idea is to make it all the way to Nashville tomorrow. It's a long drive to Nashville, but today was a relatively short drive. Tomorrow is gonna be a very long drive, and you know, you do one long one short one full hookup, one power only, and that kind of thing. Although I could have sworn this place was full hookups, and when we arrived here, we realized it was only water and electric. But you know, it is what it is. We need the air conditioner, and I don't want to be running the generator, 24/7. So that's just the way it is. Arlene and Bob Paxton. Hey Robert, how was it towing your Mini Winnie with your SUV? We have a Chevy Traverse and we're thinking of getting a Micro Mini. Was it easy to tow? Well, back in the day with old Kia, besides being old, in flat Florida, it didn't really have any issues. But once you started hitting the mountains, it was definitely underpowered. And so eventually, old Kia died after 15 years and 150,000 miles. That's when we got the Colorado, and now the Starship is just, it doesn't even feel it back. It does, but I can do whatever you want and whatever I want. Jonalbi Perez, watching you from the Dominican Republic, wishing you the best. And one of these days, I'm going to visit the Dominican Republic. I would love to. El Cibao. And 61 Carrion Route 66, celebrating 7 months as a chief Pelican Head. It's been a long week, travel wise. For some reason, this is not okay. Now it is. Adi Ada, 3 months with you in the Mini. You're a very lucky man, and she's an amazing and patient lady. After 2 weeks in our motorhome, I need a break from my husband. El Mandalorian, towing in Florida is not a problem until it gets windy. Yeah, I guess. We have our Sugarloaf Mountain in near Orlando, which is the tallest peak in the peninsula. It's like 200 feet, not even. Garces on the road is brutally hot in Southwest Florida. Our schools canceled outside activities this week. Might do the same next. Oh man. Jim in DC, I'm running up the tip tab, darn near a down payment for a new trailer. New trailer. Do tell. And Travis Hatter with Health Markets. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. And it says here that it is your first super chat, so thank you so much. Oh, Travis Hatter. I know you. From Pismo. The screen on my TV is blurry but clear on my phone. Why is that? I don't know. That's a mystery. Just the Therapist, welcome back to the mainland. Yes, it's good to be back in the lower 48, although it is too hot down here. I kind of like Alaska weather this time of the year. But let me tell you, it's been for the past, week, it's been like that. A little smoky, but blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. And that's the live view outside my window here. By the way, and Johnny Kite Bartolo celebrating 22 months as an executive producer. The Broward County meetup. What month are you thinking? Let's try for October, because right now we're just gonna be down in Florida for like 2 weeks, and then we have to go back to Pennsylvania for the RV show. So, Coco, we are driving from Texas to Kentucky. Next week, our daughter is getting married, then driving to Michigan on my way to Cedar Point. Oh, enjoy Cedar Point. Adventure with Bill and Levy. Wish there was some notice on how long patrons have been with the support. Yeah, right. I also wish, that Patreon would integrate more with YouTube, but I guess YouTube doesn't want to integrate all that much, right? Jen on Wheels celebrating 6 months as a Chief Pelican Head. Traveling Robert, how many miles do you do a year? Do you travel? Oh, this year we're by like 30,000 already, I think. But normally I would say probably around 20-ish. Papol, hi mom, happy Friday to all. Happy Friday. Travis Hatter, miss you. Roberto, have a safe trip. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Chef Alex at large. My gas stove works great, but my heater won't turn on, just blows cold. Haven't used it in a while. Do they clog? Any ideas on how to get it started? The heater or the water heater? The heater, it could be the cell switch. That's what happened to me once on a rather cold morning in West Virginia. Luckily, I found a mobile repairman, and he fixed it. People in West Virginia are so nice. Sandra Winters, I'm sad that Traveling Robert passed up one of my messages. Well, it's kind of busy here in the chat today. Oh boy. And let me get to Edin Delic. Can't wait. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Can't wait to see your Alaska videos. And today I'm going to start editing actually the first of the Alaska Highway. Christopher Olson celebrating 32 months of as a Chief Pelican Head. Thank you so much. Join the Pelican Heads to support Robert. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Daniel Ruiz, thank you for that super chat. Hi, Mom. Your song is doing great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And Rick J, thank you for that super chat. I'm really looking forward to the Alaska content. I'm really looking for. I was actually, because sometimes when I'm about to edit a video, start editing, especially when it's been 3 months, well, not really, about 2 months since this video, I'm like, let me go through some of the clips. The Alaska Highway is gonna be good. The Alaska Highway video is gonna be good. That's all I'm saying. But the one that you're gonna watch this Sunday, actually I'm gonna finish uploading it right after the live stream here. I think it's gonna be good too. It's Banff and Jasper and the Canadian Rockies, and it's 1 hour long. Jean Lavoie, thank you for that super chat. Glad to see that you guys are back in the USA. Back in the USA we are. Best of wishes and stay safe. Thank you. Tap channel, how many more days before you'll get to your Flamingo headquarters? Where are you now? We're in Missouri. It's gonna be a few days still. Barry81 Jones, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Yes. Holly Olivarria. Hey Robert, my husband Kelly and I love all your videos. It is hot here in Florida. Be ready. I'm not looking forward to actually to cutting all the brush in Pelicamp because it's gonna be buggy and hot and muggy and miserable, but it must be done. Back in Miami, I don't really go out this much. I might need to get a haircut, you know. My Cuban barber must be missing me. James Nolan celebrating 1 month as a chief Pelican head, executive producer, excuse me. I'll be pulling my camper from Arkansas. Hold on. From Arkansas to Apache Junction, Arizona in November. Hopefully it is cooler by then. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be Apache Junction. This is one of my favorite places in the whole United States. Highlights as far as wildlife goes. Did you get to see grizzly or brown bear, killer whales? No, we saw humpbacks. We saw brown and grizzlies and plenty of moose, but no killer whales. And Chef at Large, thank you for that super chat for the IPA shortage. Thank you. Cheers. Jim in DC, you're gonna end up with another 12-hour movie with all that footage. Can we call video footage anymore? Can we call it like gigabyte-ish? I don't know. I think certain things, you know, we're still filming, right? Some people should still say videotape. So, yeah. Elizabeth Gondorloy, if you're in Ohio again, visit the Old Woman Creek Estuary in Huron. No pelicans, but other waterfowl. We'd love to join you and Illy. We're going to be briefly in Ohio sometime in September. We might be going to that farm review. What's it called? The exact name escapes me right now. But I mean, it's in between Pennsylvania and Indiana, and we have to travel between both. So, yeah. Johnny Kite Bartolo, the state bear here in Florida, is the mosquito. This year they're like flying sharks. I don't know, man. Alaska might dispute us on that because they have the mosquito as their state bird as well. Also, there's another chicken type bird that is the official one. And the Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Is the Enterprise traveling at Warp 9 to Pelicamp? Well, you could, I mean, it's, let's call it Warp 7. We're averaging, like, I mean, our top speed on the interstate is 70 miles per hour. So, but that could be considered Warp 9 for an RV, yeah. Luis Ortega, me encantan tus viajes, Robert. Por favor, trata de que YouTube traduzca los subtítulos en español. Sería excelente. Sería costoso, pero muy excelente. Sí. We could do it. We could do it. And YouTube does have an automatic translation. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know exactly what the deal is. Sandra Winters, hey, Traveling Robert, we're back in Carson City, Nevada from Mount Shasta. See, Mount Shasta, we want to go there. I found out in my ancestors that my grandfather, Louis Samuel Hewlett Jr., and grandfather, Louis Sam, built the Shasta Dam. Really? That's pretty cool. Kevin Bentley, I'm late. Did I hear you're back in Kansas City? Must be moving fast. Welcome back to the Midwest. We're just, I mean, I was saying earlier, we drove through downtown like 2 hours ago, and I'm like, I really wish we could spend a little more time here. But it's just a quick overnight, man. But I really like it. I really like the Midwest. There's something about it. Darlene Barcelo, hey, coming late. Where are you tonight? We are in the outskirts of Kansas City, Missouri, on the Missouri side. Instead of a 12-hour movie, how about an epic trilogy of 4-hour movies? I don't know what I'm going to do because this one I want to publish on Amazon as well. I haven't published on Amazon anything in a long time because Amazon wants me to charge for it now. So in Amazon, I don't know if I should do like a trilogy of long movies or do like an episodic. I'm just gonna try to cut the episodes to like an exact 45-minute length. Um, but I'm definitely doing a 12-hour movie like I did Lewis and Clark. And also, this trip has had several stages. You know, there's getting to the Canada, the United States part, the Canada part. You know, driving through Canada. Then the Alcan, which is also part of Canada, but it's a different. It's the Alaska Highway, and then in Alaska, I have enough for like 12 episodes of, it's Alaska alone is probably going to be 12 hours. Delta Dog, thank you for that super chat. Hello from Bob and Darlene. What's your lowest temperature on this trek? Probably low 30s. I don't think it ever froze. But it was darn cold. Like in Barrow, it was miserably cold. But it never really froze, I don't think. Like not a hard freeze, by no means. Oh, I'm so behind here. Jim in DC, it's faster going downhill as Miami appears to be lower than Alaska on the map. It's also at sea level, right? And it's been a long journey. I have to make like a map with all the miles that we've done. Is Kansas City like Farpoint Station? I would say Farpoint Station is probably like Utqiagvik, Alaska, right? This is more like Tatooine, in the middle of everything. I don't know. Different series. Never mind. Different universe. Dookie Chips. Robert and Sandra says her love. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, William, Brody, and Francisco Ruiz. Hola, Robert. Siempre te miro. Gracias. Hope BC is a great place. I posted my pic on Facebook on when they was in Hope in my trip from Australia. Yeah, Hope is cool. And Rambo, what could possibly go wrong with Hope, right? Stephen Fouget, where are your travels taking you now that you are back in the lower 48? We're gonna go back to home base, to the Flagami studio for a couple of weeks. Then we have to go to the Hershey RV show. We're going to go to the M23 meetup in Michigan, and then to the open house in Elkhart, Indiana, and then probably back. I mean, we might explore Michigan a little bit before they close all the campgrounds. Rick and Sabrina, Robert, lots of driving. Does Illy also drive? Safe travels. Yes, she does. She does. She yesterday she did like 2.5 hours. And tomorrow is going to be the big day. Tomorrow we're doing like 600 miles. So it's going to be like, she's probably going to start in the morning. She likes it in the morning better. So in the morning, she's probably going to do 2 hours in the morning till St. Louis. I'll take it up over in St. Louis to like, I don't know, Metropolis. And then she'll do Metropolis to, we'll see. Meet up in Perry Huddle House for breakfast. There's a thought. Or maybe a Crazy Kitten. It's closer. Sandra Winner's traveling. We're going to have a hurricane. Yeah, I heard that. Coming to Nevada in the next couple of days with a lot of rain. I think that, the Nevada is probably going to get just rain. But Southern California, like San Diego, I don't know. That's or Baja. I don't think they've had a hurricane there in a long time. And imagine if we had an earthquake in Florida. Everybody will be freaking out. That's kind of like the equivalent of a hurricane in Southern California. Pedro Ruiz, thank you for that super chat. Saludos. Thank you so much. And Duque Chips, thank you for that super chat. When is the first Alaska video premiere? Next week is going to be the Alaska Highway. Well, okay. I'm going to disappoint you guys. This Sunday, yeah, we're having a video. Next Sunday, there may not be a video because I have a song here up in my head for the Alaska Highway, and I want to compose it and finish it before finishing the video. And I want to make that video like to come out real good. So I may not have time to finish it by next Sunday, especially since I have a couple of all-day driving days, and then let's face it, the day that I'm at Pelicamp, I'm gonna be doing, you know, like maintenance most of the day, good wash for Mini Tini 4, and cutting the grass there. So we'll see. I'm gonna try, but I did finish this Sunday's video. This morning I finished it. I'm like, that's why there was no podcast. There hasn't been a podcast for the past 2 weeks. I've been prioritizing making the videos, and you know, I'm cutting it close. Chelis Daniel, thank you for that too. Jerry and I enjoy your travels and your music so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Pedro, I have not cut a live stream for a while. Well, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And Greg C, what financial allows to travel so long? Well, this is my job, traveling, right? So, you know, and it is a job. You know, I work every day here editing videos. And, you know, you guys watch either, you know, by watching the commercials or paying YouTube Premium. And I get a cut of that money, and that's my salary. That's how I make a living. So, yeah, that's pretty much what makes it possible. Jim in DC, does Publix still print hurricane tracking maps on paper bags? I remember that as a kid. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Or maybe they do. The Mos Eisley Cantina is the Florabama bar. Sandra Winners, thank you for the super chat. Looking forward to the new song. Yeah. I think it's gonna be good. I have it recorded here in parts. Got a room, and it is my goal to come up with a new tune for almost every new Alaska video. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can make it happen. Angela Black, happy Friday, Robert and Lily from Southeast Pennsylvania. Hello there. Charlie Travelot, any plans to make it back to Yosemite? Love that place. I love it too. Well, I have a plan to travel to the west this spring, in part, in a way to see the solar eclipse, but we want to do other stuff like Moab, and we might make it all the way to California. I don't know yet. I put so many miles on that Starship that I need to slow down my travels a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to be like 100,000 miles before we know it. Have you got plans to stop at any Buc-ee's on the way to Pelican? Because that's good video right there. Well, for sure, at the one in Calhoun and then the one in Macon. Those two are very likely that we're going to stop. Ivan Josie RV Journey. What happened to crossing Canada down to Maine and Pennsylvania for the Hershey show? Why the change? It's been a very long trip. We need to take care of certain things back home, and that's basically it. You know, first I wanted to do the Trans-Canada just to save on some miles, but if you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, I haven't done the calculation, but I'm sure it's going to be just a couple thousand miles more here and there, and I do want to go home and take care of certain things. Have you heard a song by Willie Nelson? Yes, I've heard several, like On the Road Again. Any bittersweet feels now that you're back in the lower 48? Looking forward to the Alaska views, and thanks for bringing us along in your adventures. Not bittersweet. I mean, I'm kind of sad that this great adventure is pretty much over. But by the way, it seems like we're getting an internet hiccup here. So if it buffers or something, I really hope we don't lose the signal here. But YouTube is complaining right now for some reason. Pedro, North Rim was fantastic last year. Our trip inspired by your video stayed in a similar cabin. The North Rim of the Grand Canyon it's one of these days we have to do the rim to rim hike. Sandra Winners, Traveling Robert, have you heard the song? Yeah, song by Willie Nelson. Yes. Am I reading twice here? Johnny Kite Bartolo, thank you for that super chat for Bucky's stop. Well, we're certainly getting some fudge and brisket sandwich, and we'll see. But at least we'll save on gas. Bucky's tends to have the cheapest gas, and gas prices have been going down now that we're in the Midwest. It says Connor Case, because so many people watch the live stream, you're breaking YouTube. No, 513 of you watching right now. So thank you, all of you, for choosing to spend an hour of your Friday evening here with us. Suzanne Smith, sounds like Bucky's is coming to Wisconsin, near Wisconsin Delta. Beautiful weather here in southeast Wisconsin. Walking outside, listening to live chat. I mean, that Bucky's is spreading like wildfire. I was thinking of another company that felt the same way. By the way, hello, Dylan Reynolds. I'm sorry we're not going to be able to visit as soon as we were expecting, but we'll make it your way eventually. Oliver DeVries, Robert, you're better off not traveling across Canada with all the fires they're having. Yeah, and I was kind of, I loved Canada. I loved Canada, but I was kind of anxious to get back to the lower 48 in a way, certain things, like I broke my phone screen up in the Denali Highway, and they won't fix it in Canada. Because apparently Samsung, the Canadian models have different parts from the American models. So yeah, I already made an appointment with U-Break iFix so they can replace the screen. But that kind of thing, little things like that. I did do an oil change in Canada. Tracy's channel, what? Only 164 likes from 500 plus viewers. Hit the button, folks. Actually, we lost some viewers. Only 494 now, it says. I don't know. Concurrent. I have concurrent viewers in 2 different places here, so I don't know exactly how it works. Rick J, if you're coming through Mobile, let me know. I owe you a drink. We probably won't be going through Mobile until sometime in late winter. Early summer, early spring, on our way west. There's an RV coming. Maybe we're getting a neighbor, huh? Young Dave, the last days of a long road trip are always a little bittersweet. There's the urge to get home and off the road, but also knowing the day seeing something new and every day are coming to an end. And to be honest about it, I'm not looking forward to the Florida Turnpike. That's like when I hit that turnpike and it's endless. Yeah. And then when you are most tired, you enter the South Florida metropolitan area, which is 90 miles of solid traffic. So yeah. What's the outside the temperature where you are? I'm leaving Sebring, Florida on Monday, and I'm trying to find some cooler temperature. Actually, it has been pretty cool in the morning here. Actually, right now it's only 86 degrees outside according to my thermometer here. I think it needs new batteries though. It's not very bright. Yeah, it probably needs a new battery. Um, Valerie Corigliano, I heard you mention the Dolphin 4 in an old video. I actually honeymooned on that ship in 1987. Didn't think anyone knew of that ship. Dolphin 4, yeah, I was DJ. And if you remember the nightclub on that ship, it was right at the bottom. You know, it was like 5 stories underwater. It felt that way. In fact, sometimes the vibration of the engine would make my records skip. But I was a DJ on that boat for about a week and a half. That's all I could stand it. Stephen Loy, thank you for being here. Hello, Robert and Lily. Welcome home to the mainland. I'll bet you can't wait to get home. Will you be coming by Savannah? Not really. I might be going by Savannah on the way back up to Hershey because I want to pass by Orangeburg, South Carolina. Because I need to get some work done on Starship, and if the mothership is to Minitini 4, that would be like what, Space Dock or Utopia Planitia. Let's call it the Utopia Planitia yards in Mars for Starship, right? And only hardcore trekkers are gonna know what that means. Cindy P, I love your theme song. It sticks in your head. Will your new song? Well, I'm gonna write a song right now. I have one generic Alaska song that I have here in my head. I have one for the Alaska Highway. I'm gonna do a new version of the Dalton Highway, and then I have to come up with something for Denali. Those will be like the main 4. I might make a generic glacier tune for all the glaciers, so we'll see. But I'm gonna try to make it good. I bet you missed the Florida traffic, Robert. Yeah, even though I encounter some traffic here in Kansas City, and I haven't really encountered one. In Vancouver had its moments, but we haven't really been to a big city. Like, I'm out of beer, and it's only 5:38. Christopher Olson, good night. Have a good weekend. Stephen Lowe, let me know if you do pass by. I would love to say hello. Will do. I'll let you know for sure. It's 95 here in North Florida, like breathing hot water. Yeah, and trust me, in was it Coeur d'Alene? What was it that it was like Coeur d'Alene, or that it was really hot? It was like 3 days ago. It was oppressive. It felt like Vegas in summer. Trumpet fanfares from the night. I'm gonna have to call my friend Chuchi for that. Pa 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 pa. Where are the new videos, Robert? In the jug. The jug. Where? Some of them are here. Yeah, this is the 25th. I'm by 27 right now. This is 25th because I am copying some files right now as we speak. Best food on your trip? Oh, that's gonna be hard to tell. I love the best food, like different. I love the king crab that we had in Denali village there. I'm trying to think. But we had some pretty good food. There was something we had at the northernmost brewery that was really good. Halibut. We had like all kinds of different halibut cooked in all different ways. There was this restaurant in Seward. Was it Captain Patty's? That was really good. Yeah. That's why beers comes in groups of 6. Yeah. Tradia, it's 106 in Louisiana. Oh no. Citos, take your time going back home. Here in Georgia, it's going to hit triple digits next week. We have to go back home. You know, we have to go back home soon because I want to stay at least 2 weeks before we have to get back up to Indiana. I mean, Pennsylvania and then Indiana. But yeah, I would love to. I would actually. I would love to linger a little more, but uh, I also want to get back home and then and spend a couple of weeks, you know, and stick some bricks. 390 Wagon Master. When you let a propane tank go, empty the lines in the RV. We'll get air in the lines. Yeah, heaters line get them the worst. Put a full propane tank in line and cycle the heater for a good 10 minutes. And actually, what I do, I just turn on the range, you know, and the gas and let it burn for a good 30 seconds. That usually, you know, clears up the lines. But I have the Truma, so I don't know how other water heaters will react to that. And Valerie Corigliano, thanks for all the Star Trek related stops in your videos, being a Trekker since 1969. I think I've hit most of them. Maybe we'll do some filming locations in the future. But I mean, we went to the fictitious birthplace of Captain Kirk and Captain Janeway, and we need to go to Le Bar, France, where Picard is from, right? Right. I haven't really gotten into the later series. I only watched Picard. I haven't watched like the other two, so the other three. There's another three, right? The one that is cartoons, and so we'll see. Besides T-shirts, do you collect up any other type of souvenirs? Fridge magnets, postcards, shot glasses? Not really. I used to do stickers, but since I mean, I'm not gonna do stickers until like I have an RV that I intend to keep like long term, because all my stickers are still on Minitini 1, and I made an error when I did that shed over Minitini 1. The back of Minitini 1 is facing south, so even though I have it under a roof, that back wall gets sunshine from time to time. So. The RV DJ, it's been open since Robert started. William Brody. Do you mean the bar? Is the bar open? Yeah. I'm Mike from Indianapolis. I've loved your videos of the Florida Keys. Any chance you'll make it through Indy? There's a good chance this September. I don't know exactly when yet, but at some point, probably after the Elkhart open house, we might make it through Indy. And I've been meaning to, because I drove through once just to see it, and I liked what, you know, you have that monument in the center, the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, and there's a very interesting looking like Mason temple there. A couple of things that I want to see in Indy. So is Illy involved in the route planning, or do you do all the route planning? Actually, the planning might be better if she got involved. But it's usually me that does all the planning. Paul Falsey, there's always room here if you're passing through. Not on this trip, but maybe if on the route west this late winter. Oh, we have a neighbor. That's the other one that was booked.
There's another one coming in too.
Shall we activate the neighbor cam? I think we should activate the neighbor cam. Just, I mean, this is an easy back in, right? It should be. It shouldn't be too interesting, if you will. Enjoyed seeing you with Josh through my lens. Yeah, it was so serendipitous meeting up. Actually, Ely recognized Pops, and we were just getting back home and getting back to the RV, and they were going into that sour tooth saloon. And eventually we went back to the sourdough saloon, and they were still there. And when they were getting out, they saw us and they sat at our table. You know, we had one more drink. I mean, we chatted for over an hour. I mean, time went like this, but yeah, it was. Okay, there goes our view now. Eagle super light. How can that thing be super light? I always marvel at the at the names, you know. Does he have a mini split in the back?
Yes.
He does have a mini split. Remy would be proud. There you go. All right, I hear it's rude to stare at your neighbors, but I just can't resist. All right. Chief at large, le da, mientras no me dé a mí. This is fun to watch, Remy Pasión. I agree, yeah. Citos, back at Loves, nice. Yeah, the only thing with these Loves, I thought it was going to be full hookups, but it's only water electric. So we were really looking forward to a long shower, and I'm like, tomorrow we're going to full hookups. And this is kind of one of the planning errors that I did, because in my original plan, I tried to plan this return trip by going to different Loves. And in the end, there are not enough Loves around the country yet to do a trip by just staying at Loves. And then I put these two Loves in the plan, but they're too far apart, and now we're too far away from Nashville, where we're gonna go tomorrow. But we're just gonna, get out of here like at 7 a.m. and just push through. I mean, drive all day. We'll take turns at the wheel. I'll do the more challenging parts, like crossing Memphis. What are the big cities we have to cross? I mean, after Paducah, driving through Kentucky should be fairly easy. And then I'll drive through Nashville at the end. So, we'll... Action RV Cam. This is really live entertainment. Really it is, yeah. Although this is not a challenging backing, so I'm sure they'll be fine. Back to me. But we had not that we had a view, but now we have a view of their bedroom. Looks like they have bunk beds. And that looks like a huge slide out there. So by the time they deploy that, it's going to be like right next to our window. Whoever wants to know, Pops is 6'7", Josh is 6'4". Yeah, they're big guys. Paul Folsey, haha, we have full hookups at Tiki West. Yeah, I know. It would be funnier if they're watching you, watching them, right? Maybe they're watching on their TV. There, Garces on the road. Any good stories from neighbors backing up in all of your travels combined? The best was the guy from Quebec backing up a tiny Airstream at was a Beverly Beach camptown. I mean, I even offered to help. And he's like, I got it. And it took like, I kid you not, like 30 tries, backing in, and eventually he got it, but it was like threading a needle, it's he had like a tiny Bambi, although to his credit, the shorter the trailer, the harder it is to back in, but in any case, the RVs buses are huge over there. Here in Australia, we tend to just stick to camper vans and motorhomes. Yeah, I imagine it's similar to Europe, right? In Europe, the longest RV is probably like we consider a 25-footer, 7 meters, I think. I think 7 meters was what we rented in Finland. The worst thing is when a neighbor jumps in and tries to help you back in when you have a plan. That's true, Mr. Roboto. Robert, I finally caught you live. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. When we were in Maine, we saw a guy who backed a van down a steep bank and got stuck at a 45-degree angle. Ah. "30 tries and a Bambi." There's a joke there somewhere. Hey, William Brody, thank you for that super chat. Are you going to make a movie of the Alaska trip? You bet. I'm going to make several versions, probably. I mean, I'm going to make the regular episodes, which are probably going to be like 45 minutes each. And then I'm torn between making like 3 long movies or just one 12-hour movie like I did with Lewis and Clark. We'll see. LVP, Robert, traveling, what's the best gear to pull a trailer your size? Towing gear or just drive? I don't know exactly what you mean. I mean, a capable truck and a weight distribution hitch is a must. Unless you have like an F-350, then don't worry about the hitch. You won't feel it. Johnny Kite Bartolo, I always love that shirt that says, "Honey, I'm sorry for what I said when I was parking our RV." Yeah, I've seen that one too. Maria Del Carli, we finally are connected to your live chat. Well, thank you for being here. And James Gabriel, you're awesome. Thank you. And Dookie Chips, so a camper get the... hold on. Did he change his mind? Oh no, he's leaving. What? I think he's going to the dump station first. Oh no. He left. He's gone. Oh no, he's going to a different site. I guess they didn't like our looks. Tow haul mode, yeah, definitely I have it on tow mode always. Although in this truck it doesn't really make a difference, but it does prevent it from that auto engine stop. So that's the main reason. So Hobby can tow and push back airplanes, but our 20-foot Bambi is a huge challenge. It's going to be in the mid-90s, in upper 90s next week. Sandra Winners, hi everyone, I'm Traveling Robert. Anyone want to come to Carson City, Nevada to have pizza with us? And IPA loves Sandra Winners. If I was closer, for sure. Oh, okay, now he's gonna park next to that other guy. Okay. Maybe he thinks that one has sewer, huh? This is way too entertaining. He got insulted. He seen you were watching him. Maybe he did. He turned on your live stream and saw you were mocking his parking. No, actually, it's kind of hard to screw this one up. To be honest, you know, it's. I only mocked his super light logo there. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, my second monitor. Oh, it's back. My second monitor is having issues lately. Maybe because it's going through a USB adapter. Yeah, I'm surprised everything is still working in here. TTT, thank you for that super chat. Worst place we backed in was Jekyll Island. Really, I haven't been there with the RV like to camp, but I've been to Jekyll Island. I would love to go back. Adventures of Bill and Livy. We did our shakedown trip. The trailer and truck, everything works. Oh, well, congratulations. Where did you go? We're in Utah. This neighbor's view is better than Sports Center. And today the lighting is beautiful here. Reynaldo Villar, I hope you can do Spanish language. I wish I had the capability of doing both. I tried. When I started doing YouTube full time, I tried to do multilingual, and at some point I did a couple of episodes. I did pay for Spanish subtitles, but I didn't see a big benefit, so I decided not to continue doing it. The Alaska series I might do with subtitles both in Spanish and English, just because I think it's going to be such a good and important series. So. From James Gabriel, don't let Robert fool you. He's one heck of a music maker. Jim and DC, they are both low in the back, birds of a feather parked together. I guess. From Laura Wilmore, I missed the first message and I don't know where to find it now. Today is my husband's birthday. Okay, so he never misses you at 5 on Friday. Can you give him a shout out? Well, shout out to you, Laura's husband. Masood Karim, Robert, I bet that your Driving to the West movie will be one of the all-time most viewed road trip videos. Best ever. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It is my most viewed video for sure. The RV DJ, we have a convoy going from the RV Museum in Elkhart to the M23 meetup. That would be a good convoy to have. And it's not that long a drive now, is it? Me and my wife Raquel from Remy Pasión are celebrating our 7th year anniversary, August 18th. She also loves to travel and watch your travel videos with me. Well, congratulations, August 18th. That's in... today. Oh, congratulations. I don't even know what day is today, brother. Bill and Libby went up to Bear Lake and took a day trip up the Tetons. Oh man, the Tetons. How are the Tetons this time of the year? Is it smoky up there or is it fine? Do you listen to music on the road? If so, what do you listen to? All kinds of stuff. I have Spotify and yeah, it depends. Today I was listening to 90s dance music. It was a great trip down memory lane. The actual name of the Spotify playlist is like workout music from the 90s or something like that. And it was like, oh, what kind of music? Can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. Can't touch this. That kind of thing. And everybody dance now. Yeah. I was rocking all that on I-29 coming down here. We ended up buying a used Mini Winnie this year and love it. Great quality brand. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Have fun. Where's your IPA? I ran out of IPA. I might have another one later. Because it is already 5:59. Time flies when you're having fun. Adventure of Bill and Libby, no smoke, and it was extremely busy. The traffic was horrible. Well, it's prime time of the year for Tetons and Yellowstone, right? So Friday the 18th, yeah. It's Saturday morning, 8:30 a.m. here in Adelaide, Australia. I'm thinking next year, maybe Australia. I don't know. I want to, change things up a little bit here and there. And next year, for sure, we're doing some international travel. So the RV DJ. So Robert likes CNC Music Factory. I have to remember that for M23. There you go. I'm a child of the 80s and the 90s, right? What's for dinner? Well, we had a lot of barbecue for lunch, late lunch. We had a pound of brisket and half a pound of burnt ends, and it was a lot. So if we get hungry, there's a Chester's and a Subway and Godfather Pizza. I never had Godfather Pizza. I imagine it's frozen, but I doubt we're gonna get hungry today. Time flies when Robert sings Spotify. Paul Folsey, off to the pool. You could be here with hookups. Have a great day and keep shiny side up. I'm a couple of states north of you, Otherwise, I'd make it down there. Norway. If someday we're gonna go back to Norway. We'll make sure MC Hammer and CNC Music Factory play at the 954 meetup. and Los Sucios as well. Randall Rosas, saludos Mr. Robert. There's a lot of Spanish speakers watching your videos. Keep on traveling. Your neighbors from Tallahassee. Tallahassee, the capital of our Sunshine State. Garza is on the road. Robert, can you share Ili's experience working on the road? How is it for her? Internet reliability, working, also sightseeing. It's been a challenge, but we've made it work. It's been a challenge.
Waking up at 4:30 in the morning so I could get my hours in.
Well, one day she had a 4 a.m. meeting, so because of the time difference, So, it's been challenging at times, but, I got some new RV people from New England to subscribe to your channel. A lot of people drinking Sam Adams beer right now. LOL. Well, enjoy Steve Gibling, the eyeglasses guy. And Jackie Trujillo. Yes, Robert, go to Australia. You could visit the Down Under. That would be interesting to see. Definitely, I would love to. Ever since I read that book by Bill Bryson, In a Sunburned Country, I want to go down there. But I want to. Everybody flies around Australia. I want to drive. I want to rent a camper van and drive on the outback. From Sydney all the way to Perth, and Darwin, and Alice Springs, Uluru, and of course the whole south. And that's gonna require some planning. Everybody, thank you for being here. For spending a little over an hour of your Friday evening or Sunday morning if you're in Australia. Saturday morning if you're in Australia with us. And I'll see you next Friday from the Flagami studio. Because I'm riding in my RV. Hold on, one more time. Let's see what they're doing. Nah, they're just there chilling. Getting their hookups wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Good night, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy great weekend, and see you next Friday. Same time, same YouTube channel, totally different place.